refers to an operation. We've also got opera in there, and it is operable. Now, David, when you were a young lad, did you used to sing that song, you know, if the family was in the car or if you were out in the country, I love to go a-wandering, my knapsack on my back, you know?
We didn't sing in our family, and there's a very good reason for that, Richard.
I'm not sure that our singing was all that great, but I do remember that song, and I think it seared the word knapsack into my brain.
Well, in fact, we're looking at a couple of sacks and packs and things that we carry on our backs tonight. The first is the word rucksack, which is the sort of classic bushwalk sack. That comes from the German word Rücken, which means back. The next is haversack, again from German. The old word habara, which means oats. So possibly it was used by field workers to carry their harvest. The other word is knapsack, getting back to that ditty. Again, German via Dutch, nappen, meaning to bite. So I'd imagine that the knapsack is actually more like a day pack, a smaller pack to sort of carry your lunch, if you like.
So many different words for things that you pop on your back.
Well, let's not forget backpack, which is possibly the most common one these days, but that now is more to do with a cult, sort of almost a culture of, or a caste of people, the backpacker. So I can only imagine that song you mentioned at the top of the segment must have German origins, or at least is very familiar to the German language.
You're probably right. Lovely background, David. Thank you. Let's have a look at those scores. Sasha is on 10. Brydon is on 24, and we're heading into some more letters from you, Sasha.
Lily, can I please have a consonant? T. And another consonant? M. Can I please have a vowel? I. And another vowel, thank you. A. Can I have a consonant? N. And another consonant? P. And a vowel, please. O. And a consonant? R. And a vowel, thank you. And lastly, I.
And time starts now. Well, Sasha, how many did you get?
A dubious possible 7.
Okay, couldn't be more qualified than that. Brydon, what about you?
7 as well.
7 definitely. Let's start there.
Timpani.
And your dubious possible?
Timpani as well.
Oh, okay. Well, just verify if you would that you do have the same word. And David, drum beats.
Very
drum
good.
roll.
Timpani does mean kettle drum, or timpano is the kettle drum. Timpani is the plural, so kettle drums, perfectly fine. Well played both, Sasha and Brydon. Good 7. Imprint, another 7. And martini, also there.
Cheers. Well done to Brydon and Sasha, 7 each. Let's keep the letters rolling, and Brydon, you choose this time, please.
A consonant, thanks, Lily.
Thank you. L.
And another.
S.
And another consonant.
D.
And a vowel.
E.
And another vowel.
A.
And a consonant.
T.
And another consonant.
C.
And a vowel.
O.
And another vowel, thanks.
And last letter, E.
I'll start the clock. How did that mix work for you, Brydon?
7.
Sounds good, Sasha?
I got a 7 as well, which is
Very consistent here. Let's start with yours, Sasha.
coasted.
And yours, Brydon?
Located.
Another 2 good 7s, David?
Well done. It is. It's tightening up now, this game. Good play, both. Good 7s. Again, one of those mixes you could play along with deals and then salted and castled, the chess term. But that O helped matters a lot with desolate as a possible 8, meaning barren or deprived. Comes from Latin desolatus, meaning forsaken.
Good word. Thank you, David. Great scores from Brydon and Sasha. Again, 7 each. We're going to head for some more numbers again in a moment, but just before we do, Sasha, I gather there's another talent or ability of yours that we haven't explored yet, which is that when it comes to letters and numbers, you can actually interpose them and swap them around in terms of the numbers of the alphabet corresponding to letters. Tell us how you do that.
I don't know where I've learnt it. It just come along one day, but
all of a sudden you could do it. So let's say David, for example.
Sure.
What's David in numbers?
The numerical numbers are 4, 1, 22, 9, 4.
Wow, that's neat. And Lily?
Lily is 12, 9, 12, 25.
What about Brydon?
Brydon's 2, 18, 25, 4, 15, 14.
God, you can do that so fast. That is extremely impressive. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Take that talent, if it's at all useful, and let's go for some numbers now.
Lily, can I please have 2 large and 4 small? Thank you.
Thanks, Sasha. 2 large and 4 small. And starting with the smalls, 1, 8, 3, 5, and the 2 large, 50 and 75. The target to reach is 843.
Let's head there. So, Sasha, how close did you get?
I got 836, Richard.
836, so you are 7 away. What about you, Brydon?
I'm also 836.
You're both on the same number. Well, okay. Sasha, take us there first, please.
Lily, I got that by 75 times 8 plus 3, 11.
75 by 8 plus 3.
Yeah, equals 825.
It does indeed.
And divide 50 by 5 equals 10.
50 divided by 5 is 10.
Yeah, I added that to the 825.
Yep.
And plus the 1.
Plus the 1 is 836.
So, nice work. Did you do it the same way, Brydon?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Would you just verify, please? So, could you crack this one, Lily?
Yeah. Now, 75 plus 8 plus 1 is 84. 50 divided by 5 is 10. Multiply that together is 840, and then add the 3 is 843.
Oh, very nice method. Beautiful work, Lily. Very impressive. But Brydon and Sasha both did well, and they scored 5 points each. So Sasha, 29. Brydon, 43. As we head for another break and another word mix. This time it's table ray. And the clue, tell Albert's secret. Back soon.